All right, good morning, everybody. Joe Van Doren here, and welcome to our Virtues Pick for this morning, Friday morning. And what a great word we have today. And that virtue that we're going to talk about today is cheerfulness. And so we can all use a little bit of that, right? So let's read the description first, and then we'll go from there. But cheerfulness is seeing the bright side and looking for the good in whatever happens. It is maintaining a positive attitude of optimism and confidence. When we give cheerfully, we are wholeheartedly helpful. Even when life is challenging, we make the best of it. We trust that all will be well. We nurture happiness. A cheerful smile can light up everyone's day. And I would just add to that cheerfulness is a way of attracting better things into your life. I just found that if we're pessimistic, if we're down on things, if we can't see this the bright side of whatever it is that's going on in our life, if we can't see that there might be a learning experience or have some confidence that things are going to work out for us, that things are going to get more in line with what we would hope for, what our desires are. If we have an inability to trust that things are going to get better, then life can be pretty challenging, can't it? And we can be pretty down and depressed and not feel good about things. And so when the people around us, aren't going to be, we're not going to be attracting those individuals who are more upbeat and who are more willing to look at the bright side of things. And so today, as I look at this word of cheerfulness, I have some hard physical work to do today, and I'm going to stay cheerful about it. I'm just going to take my time. I'm going to do it, as best I can and do the amount that I'm able to do. But I'm certainly not going to get down on, maybe not finishing, because I probably won't finish the work today, or being upset about some other part of it. I'm just not going to let that happen. So in the description that I have up here on the screen, I said just a smile will help others and yourself feel valued. And as I look at that, I'm thinking about the idea of smiling. And it's harder today than ever before when we go out in public and we're all masked up. If you're in a situation where it requires that, it's hard for us to see how someone else is feeling. We can read a certain amount in their eyes, but that smile is ever so important. And so, even with even with the mask on, it would be nice to be able to smile a little bit, because smiles do make a difference to people. It lets them know that you're a cheerful person, that you see value in them, that that there's a positive attitude in your being. And so that's all part of cheerfulness, right? When I think about parenting and cheerfulness, we kind of go on one of those up and down things, right? Where sometimes everything is going perfectly well and just the way we had always hoped for, and other times it's going absolutely in the opposite direction. And for us to maintain a cheerful attitude when those things are going on means that we really have thought to ourselves that things are going to work out, and that things are always working out, and we're going to be recognizing the good in our children for us to be able to stay cheerful. And so sometimes, people sometimes ask, some parents have asked about, how do I deal with this when I'm like really upset about something the child has done, or some situation that's come up that's made things difficult for me. How do I deal with that? And I would say the very first thing is to stop and smile. And the smile may not always be appropriate for the outside, but it must happen on the inside, right? And there are times when things are just, you're going to look back on them later and laugh about them. So why not smile right now, right? And be more positive with our children. And the more positive we can be with them, the more cheerful they're going to be. And the more cheerful they are, the better day to day life is going to be. Um, so when those challenges come up, take that second, take that minute, that 30 seconds, whatever, 2 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is that you need to sit back and regain that positive attitude, to reestablish that cheerfulness, to put a smile on your heart, if nowhere else, even if it's not coming out. But your kids need to see that smile too, in many cases, because even when they've made mistakes, they need to know that they are unconditionally loved. So the whole practice of cheerfulness really is being optimistic. Not that this is the perfect situation, but that things are going to work out for us. That that there is goodness in life, and that we are going to grow from this situation. And for our children to learn that is just critical for their mental health, to be honest with you. Because if they're going to get down on things all the time because they didn't go the way the way they wanted them to, life's going to be tough, right? So being that cheerful person and being that person who can find the positive, who can find the good in, and it's hard to do sometimes, but honestly, let's just be real here. Our children and ourselves all have all of the virtues inside of them. It's just not always shown in a positive way. And so we want to be cheerful about the idea that they have these qualities. And now let's see how we can draw them out of our kids, how we can help them to recognize these qualities and how to use them in a positive way. So that's my thoughts today about cheerfulness. And I'm looking forward to seeing everybody on Monday morning again. But on Saturday and Sunday, we always post a word on Facebook so that there's a place for us to think, for us to think about during the day. And for today, though, let's keep practicing cheerfulness. Let's see how many smiles we can give, and how many even those heartfelt smiles that will come through in our voice and in our eyes and in our demeanor, right? So, all right. So thank you very much for being here. I look forward to next week. If you can, go over to our YouTube channel and watch this and subscribe to it. We're going to be posting other videos on other subjects like anger management and bully prevention, and more on the 4 C's of successful families. So until next time, keep practicing the virtues and the 4 C's of successful families. And that is clarity, communication, consistency, and community. Until next time, bye.